Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm one of the midwives that works here in the induction unit, which is based on the first floor in the maternity unit in the Victoria in Kirkcaldy. The induction suite is a small unit comprising of 4 individual bedrooms, which caters for you whilst you're being induced here in the hospital. There are a variety of reasons why you may need to be induced. This would be arranged for you by one of the midwives that works in the antenatal clinics that you would see towards the end of your pregnancy. We are able to support you and one birth partner during your time here in the induction unit. Your birth partner is welcome to stay, spend the night, or likewise go home and come back again in the morning. We would ask that when you come into the unit that you bring anything that you would need during your stay here in the induction unit. That includes all medications, mother and baby essentials, and we also would encourage you to bring some snacks and to bring something to entertain yourself and your partner with during your time here. The aim of induction is to thin down and soften your cervix to the point that we could either break your waters or that you are labouring on your own. In order to induce your labour, we use a priming agent called Propess, which is a prostaglandin coated pessary which stays in the freezer until you're ready to use it. This is a small, flat, tampon-like pessary which is coated in the prostaglandin hormones. It's on a string so that it can be easily removed at any time. The Propess will stay in place behind your cervix for up to 24 hours. We don't routinely re-examine your cervix during that 24-hour period. Once that 24-hour period has passed, we would take the Propess out and re-examine your cervix and see what changes there has been. If your cervix requires further priming, we use a hormone gel named Prostim. This comes in a syringe form, a gel form, and you can have up to 4 doses of this gel. Each dose would be at least 6 hours apart. If you've completed the full hormonal induction regime and your cervix is not at the point that we would safely break your waters, we would offer you induction of labour using a non-hormonal method of induction. This can be safely used if you've had a caesarean section as well. The method that we would use would be the CRB, or the Cook's cervical ripening balloon. It's inserted by hand using this long plastic tube. There are 2 balloons. This one here will sit in the uterus. This part here sits within the cervix, and the bottom balloon, this one, sits in your vagina. Once we know the Cook's balloon is in place, sterile water is inserted into both parts of these balloons. The 2 spheres then massage off each other, helping to thin down and soften your cervix. The aim of the Cook's balloon is to help your cervix thin down and open up, to either allow the Cook's balloon to fall out, which would generally happen if your cervix had opened to around about 4 centimetres, or to get your cervix to the point that we could safely break your waters in labour ward. Whether we induce your labour using hormones or the cervical ripening balloon, the aim is to get your cervix to the point that we can safely break your waters, or that you're labouring for yourself. Once we get to the point that it is safe to do that, you'll be transferred to either CLU or MLU to continue your labouring care.